All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the true power with General Sarah Soon said he kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepted members to the Sarah Soon Seti YouTube page, a dynamic page. General Seti also, General Seti YouTube page, two dynamic page, Black Power education, awareness, upliftment. Been doing this for a while now, so you know the resume is already exquisite. We accepting members to our page, so that they could get even more exclusive content. The links is right down in the video description. It's in the chat. All you have to do is click it. You'll get a video introduction, rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join, even if you don't. I appreciate your presence here at the Sarah Soon Seti General Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. Ring the alarm. KingSeti.com, online marketplace, official General Sarah Soon Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor, accessories for every room in the house. I got something for your family. I know you're going to like and love. All you have to do is get over there, check out that catalog. We got everything under the sun that's going, we got the tonics, we got the shirts, we got the necklaces, we have all that. Get over there, check it out, family. Shop and save and shop. Pull the fire alarm, generalseti.com, Seti University. Over 2,500 videos, over 40 different subjects, all the subjects that you know and love from the general. We talking about when Kemet ruled the earth, the black woman is God, the making of the white man, Omeka, voyages of the Nile, global Kushite empire, ancient America. We got it all, family. Christianity, Islam, Judaism exposed, from Naga to nigger, African origins of the Hindu Kush, Black Power education, that gas, global African supremacy. We got it all for you, plus the Grandmaster teachers, subliminal, not say subliminal, supplemental, also monumental and instrumental research material from the Grandmaster teachers. And so there's no other website on the planet that can compare or compete. You should become a member today. Everybody knows Seti popping on Patreon, BPC making noise. We never come, exclusive live stream, too hot to handle on YouTube, or just so exquisite that, we keep it for our family on Patreon. Over 500 exclusive live streams. We're going to do 2025 like we supposed to. We're going to stack it up, a treasure chest of nothing but exquisite information, so we could continue to guide ourselves into the future. You see, with strong policies and politics based off of historical correctness. We're not fumbling because we know what it is. We done seen this shit before. We know where the ship is going. So we don't go and we don't steer off into another ditch, or we done already been there. We got to, and so it comes with historical correctness, and there's no other, site on Patreon, the poppin'est page on Patreon that could compare or even compete. Become a patron today. To all the family that donated to the general, I thank you. Those that want to donate to the hardworking general, link right there on the screen is in the chat, is in the video description. Click it, donate. I thank you. I appreciate you. And I thank you again. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, King Seti, General Seti, Sarah Soon Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video, a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends. And comment. Just don't say nothing stupid, because I will ban your ass. Now, as we look at, even before Donald Trump is getting in, being inaugurated, he's doing some. I mean, he's on a world in a triumph of conquest. He's rippling. He's causing ripples all across the planet at this time. just a statement alone can topple a motherfucking government. And that's very scary. And motherfuckers see that. Nah, he was just letting Justin Trudeau know, who is, he's still the current prime minister, has been the prime minister for a decade now. I think he's been in there almost 10 years. If this is not his 10th year, but he's out of there. He was caught, when Donald Trump was last president, he was caught, on mic, talking, saying that Donald Trump was I believe he called him a fool or something. He called him something, but they got him on mic. And so he knew he was done. He knew he was done then. And so yeah, Trump is really he's bullied that man. He called him a governor. He didn't even call him Prime Minister Trudeau. He called him Governor Trudeau. He didn't even respect him as a head of state. Donald Trump is saying that the United States is bankrolling, subsidizing Canada. You see that the money that we're propping Canada up. The reality of it, we're propping Canada up. It hasn't been a good year for Canada. 2024 wasn't a good year. Kendrick jumped on Drake. Now goddamn Donald Trump is jumping on goddamn Justin Trudeau. Made him resign. Called him. I just did the video. It was no less than about 2 weeks ago. Call him governor, and goddamn it, here it is. He's resigned. And so that just show you if Donald Trump, and I'm just saying, you can see that he's on some world conquest shit. And we're gonna talk about some other areas. We're gonna talk about some other areas too. But we just gonna focus on, how motherfuckers is crumbling. How motherfuckers is crumbling under the man, just, a statement being made. And so a lot of support, not only in America, he got support all over the fucking world right now. When motherfuckers fear that, if he says something, that, that the people within that nation will vote a motherfucker out of there and put somebody in place of that person that's in support of the policies of Donald Trump. So they talking about making Canada the 51st state. They getting ready, because it's about power. It's about moving it. And so they trying to consolidate. They trying to, close all windows and doors that could possibly be used against them, and so they're gonna go ahead and lock Canada down. Is much resources in Canada, a lot of resources in Canada, probably more than you gonna need, but it's there. So it would always be a reserve at the minimum, because the United States got a lot of resources itself. But then to have Canada along with the United States, and it's threats being sent to other areas on this continent, The thing is, the United States is not going to let other nations such as China and Russia try to come over here and put that in get a foothold on this continent or even in South America. But they most definitely not going to let them get a stronghold in North America, in that Caribbean. They're just not going to do it. Central America, they're just not going to do it. It's just not, and on some world conquest shit, that's just what it is. A lot of motherfuckers just somebody gonna be on top. That's just all it is to it. Ain't no motherfucker, all this utopian, I don't give a fuck what period of history you go to. There was always, a supreme nation that was in, the forerunner of all nations on the planet. That's just how I never known a time in history where that wasn't so. And whoever it was and shit, they threw their weight around. That's what and that's just how it is. To throw their weight around. And so Justin Trudeau has run and he's run his course. He's over with. He can go ahead. They're gonna get him up out of there. And the United States, even if Canada don't technically become quote unquote the 51st state, the United States is about to sink they motherfucking meat cleavers into Canada. You see, they about to really sink, they meat cleavers into Canada. That's just real talk. They're gonna run it, regardless. It don't have to necessarily, but they're gonna run it. Well, they goddamn running it now, really. You know what I'm saying? But they gonna make it official that you down. Ain't no motherfucking if, ands, or buts. You got to be down. Well, you're not gonna have the possibility in America is bankrolling Canada. Yeah, bankrolling Canada. They can't survive without the United States. United States is their number one financer and buying up all their exports, whatever. And they say, and Donald Trump say, we don't even need it. We make our own cars. We buying cars out of Canada, doing them a favor. You see, doing them a favor and shit, buying things that we already got. And so, we could easily just shut, but we don't want to do that. I'm just saying it in respects of the government that they don't, they want to keep Canada, thriving as best as possible. But, y'all not about to keep, making, we subsidizing you. You feel what I'm saying? And so it's time to come on in. That's just all it is to it. And so there's other areas but we're gonna deal with that in the next but they just show you, he did knock Kamala Harris out and totally decimated the fucking Democratic Party. Decimated that motherfucker. They don't even know what the fuck, they don't even have a front runner. They don't even have nobody that is even interested at this time to run for president. They don't. They've been decimated. They didn't put they didn't put all their coins on Biden. Then they put them on, and which is a total failure. Goddamn man should be in hospice, and here it is. You got this man running the goddamn, and then you got Kamala Harris, totally decimated. Didn't won maybe 2 or 3 states, if that, maybe 3, 4, 5, but that was it. Got ran over, and so he's then decimated the Democratic Party. They in total disarray, and then he's sending threats to Mexico. They everybody coming on in, closing these. Ain't no possibility or no border nation is gonna have the possibility to maybe turn on the United States. So they making that clear. You gonna come on in, or you gonna fuck around, and we gonna knock on your door. Is it right? I know at this time, what is the definition of right, and what's the definition of wrong is vague right now. Based on the threats of to the United States. It's vague. And they ain't on when you understand that whatever is necessary to maintain supremacy, then that's got to be done. See, motherfuckers that understand power don't. You can't. Power is not morality. A lot of people think that you ain't got to be moral to be in power, or your morality ain't got to be judged based on another motherfucker's morality. Some motherfuckers say to be out of power is immoral. To lose power would be immoral. That's their morality. And so they're gonna do whatever the fuck it is to stay in power. And so we be thinking that motherfucker gotta go by the book and gotta go. It be despot motherfuckers that be in power. They know the rules of power. They know how to stay in power. You reading some goddamn Bible or some goddamn book. That ain't got nothing to do with being in power. You got to be willing to enforce your belief system. You got to be ready to enforce it by any means necessary. They ready to do that. And so to be out of power is immoral. And so when you think about that, then whatever is necessary to stay in power is necessary. You see? Hold on. That's right, family. That's right. And so we talking about the conquest. I had to take a break. We talking about the conquest of what's going on right now. Even Greenland is under threat. That's right. Donald Trump said that he wanted to buy Greenland. You know what happened? His son was in Greenland today. You see? And you know what? It was the government of Denmark said they wasn't gonna sell Greenland. You know what happened? I believe the prime minister of Greenland was supposed to be in a meeting with the king of Denmark, but he turned that down and had a meeting with Donald Trump Jr. Huh? Did you hear that? So they about to take Greenland. They not gonna let China. China is trying to take Greenland. You see, they trying to get at And then let's talk about the Panama Canal. The Panama Canal, which was built by the United States in the early 1900s, and 38,000 Americans died digging that canal. Do you understand that? You know, digging that canal. And United States was in control of it up until Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter, who just passed. And he gave it back to him. Now, what's strategic about the Panama Canal? The United States dug it because it allows for all of their ships on the East Coast to sail through the Panama Canal and come out in the Pacific. So it's a military strategic must have for the United States. You know what's happening? China is taking that over. You see? And so you know what? Donald Trump has not ruled out sending military down there to take it back. So yeah, he's on some conquest shit. Yeah, he's on some, he didn't already pinpointed 3 landmass, 3 strategic areas that he says the United States must have in order to move into the future. So that's what we mean by, you know, some people say that's immoral to go down there and jump on a little nation like that. But is it moral to allow China to manipulate Panama, take over a strategic canal that the United States built, and even plug, you know, the ability for the United States to be able to sail through the Panama Canal to get to the Pacific? What do you think? So a lot of people say it would be immoral to do that, to go down there and jump on Panama. Do I believe? I believe that they should seize the canal. I do. I do believe they should seize the canal. Because if they don't, China is going to manipulate control of that area and going to shut the possibility. How you going? That's just like, you know, when you think about the Suez Canal in Egypt, you see, they cut that canal through the Sinai Peninsula. Now, if that canal was not there, you know how you would have to get to Asia. You would have to sail all the way around Africa. So if that canal is not there, you know how the United States ships would get to the Pacific? They would have to sail all the way around goddamn South America. Do you understand that? They would have to sail all the way around South America to get to the Pacific. So, yeah, they need to seize that. You see, they need to seize that. And so whether it would, you know, quote unquote, be immoral for the United States to seize that in the best interest of, you know, the security of the United States, it would be very necessary to seize the Panama Canal, even on the fact that the United States created it, built it. Motherfucker, 38,000, you know, I don't know if they were soldiers or just contractors that died digging that goddamn canal. You see, that's no different than our ancestors, you know, and we got to check. We got to check. I doubt very seriously if 38,000 people down there dug that canal and Black Americans wasn't a part of it. I can't believe it. Let's check that. Let's go and check that. Let's have a fact checker on that. I want to look that up. Whether you feel me, blacks died in digging that goddamn Panama Canal. You see, blacks died building that, and I bet you my last motherfucking dollar that they built it or helped build that motherfucker, especially if it was an American endeavor. You see, so with that being said, he's already got his eye on because imagine it, imagine that's why he won Canada. You see, that's why he won Canada. Because you think about Greenland and shit, right next to Canada, right next to the United States. What if China or Russia, and more so China, because they got way more money than Russia. China got the money to throw their weight around. They got the money to throw their weight. What if they get Greenland and they trying to get on that motherfucker too? Don't get it twisted. They is trying to get on it. And so, United States is gonna seize one way or another Canada and Greenland. Okay. So, that's what we mean when we talk about, some people say that's immoral for the United States to throw their weight around. You see, to do and go on an imperialistic endeavors and start seizing, land mass. And that's just the reality of any area. That's just like when Egypt, during the time of ancient Egypt, that they seized the land of Canaan. And they seized it because the Canaanites could not protect themselves against many of the, the empires of Assyria and the Persians. And so Egypt had to come down. If not, they would have been knocking on the door of ancient Egypt. So you got to look at what you're seeing with Donald Trump seizing Greenland, seizing certain areas strategically, for the benefit so that, China won't knock on the door of the United States, or Russia won't knock on the door of the United States. And you got to understand, by Canada and Greenland, you see a lot of that warfare is going up there into that Arctic too. They're going up there into that Arctic region. There's a lot of shit being built up there that people do not know about. You feel what I'm saying? That they do, and it's way up there, but they building a lot of bases up there in that Arctic region. That's another reason why, United States is pulling Canada in, pulling Greenland in. You feel me? They over there in Switzerland, man, they really putting a foot down on this planet. If you don't see it, it's some real imperialism that's going on that really hasn't happened, man. Damn, and since the likes of goddamn even greater than goddamn Hitler. You know what I'm saying? Even greater than goddamn Hitler. Yeah, Hitler took over area of Europe, but Western Europe ain't really that big. You know what I'm saying? When you think of Canada, you think of Greenland, you think of a lot of them areas down in South America. When you think about even Northern Europe, this Switzerland and Finland and shit coming into NATO. And you even think about Ukraine and all these motherfuckers that then fell in step with NATO. It's some hell of a imperialism have been going on in these last years or so, in these last years or so. So they really is getting ready. If they're going to be something that's going to go down between the West, China, North Korea, they're getting ready for that shit. And you can tell when a motherfucker is tightening up everything that need to be tightened up before it go down. They tightening that shit up. They ain't gonna wait all, he ain't gonna wait. Soon as he get in there, he gonna force his hand. He gonna force his hand. He gonna force Panama to fall in Greenland and Canada first motherfucking year. He ain't gonna take all 4 years, and no, he's not gonna do that. That shit gonna happen within the first fucking year. They gonna fall in, because you don't know when China or Russia or North Korea or Iran or any of that shit might want to, they might want to pop some shit off. You see? And so this is a new day. You seeing shit happen that they, you ain't seen happen in damn near 100 years. You see, you ain't, the season of nations like that and shit. The season of nations. That's crazy. You haven't seen that in a long time. And as many as you talking about, not only you talking about Panama, you talking about Canada, you talking about Greenland, sending messages and sending envoys that. And so if you think about what America did, they own like what the fuck the Soviet Union owned. If you look at the boundaries of the United States after these land masses come under the, United States is going to be double, more than double. It's going to be damn near 2.5 times the size, that it was. Now they might open up some of that land. So if you niggas want to go up there to the Arctic region and fucking go up there and they might open that shit up for you. Yeah. Where I'm commenting on what's going. I wasn't on the comments. Yeah. I'm on whatever page I need to. Yeah. I'm on any page you need me to be on. Which one you on, family? Look at that. What'd he say? Look at that. Okay, let me put that in there. I'm glad how can America knock on Mexico's door because they fear China and Russia getting in there? Y'all got authority, but y'all got no right to subdue other nations because of fear and alliance with the enemy. Man, shut up. Y'all motherfuckers been down there letting every vagabond goddamn immigrant from south of Mexico come through Mexico into the United States. How goddamn belligerent could you be to even open up your mouth when a lot of these migrants that's coming into the United States is from goddamn nations far south of Mexico, which means that you allow them into Mexico to come through Mexico, to come into the United States. What kind of shit is that? And so if you gonna be a trap door for the adversaries to allow all type of could be terrorists, could be whoever to come through your house, you should have your southern border with a goddamn wall up there. How is so many of these migrants coming through Mexico coming into the United States? They coming from every goddamn po-ass country in South and Central America coming through Mexico. And you got enough nerve and we, clean your shit up. Or you're trying to be an accessory to, quite possibly, a major attack on the United States. You see, somebody need to knock on your head. Somebody need to knock on your head. Yes. I mean, you got enough nerve in all that goddamn dope that's coming from Mexico into the United States, poisoning the people, poisoning the people and shit, this, that. Clean your motherfucking house up and you would not be worried about it. You see, clean your motherfucking house. Yeah, we should, we should be alarmed at what Mexico is allowing to happen on its own border. I mean, how in the fuck is they allowing them type of migrants to even come into Mexico? That don't even make sense. That's on purpose that y'all allow that shit. Because you should be tight on your goddamn southern border. They had to come through Mexico to get into goddamn United States. So if 5 million goddamn people I believe in 2022, that means they came through Mexico. Y'all motherfuckers are an accessory. You understand? To the downfall of the United States. And so on that point, you should goddamn, your head should be knocked on. Because you know what the fuck you doing. You know what you doing. And then when they get ready to deport them, you don't want them to come back to Mexico. Yeah, that's a setup. Yeah, that's a setup. When they get ready to deport them, they don't want them, even though they came from Mexico, they don't want them to go back into Mexico. Yeah, make that shit make sense. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. You don't come in here with that bullshit. Yeah, they should go upside your head. God damn it. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and the fuck is he gonna come in here like he made? Yeah, we got the subsidizing y'all ass. Shit, what the fuck is you talking about? We take care of more Mexicans than goddamn Mexico. What the fuck is y'all talking about? Y'all let all them motherfuckers run through the border so they can come over here and feed. And here we got all these homeless people all over the United States. And here it is, we in here feeding y'all, and we ain't even feeding the mobs of the citizens that right here in this nation who are homeless and don't have food and shit. And we ain't got no money to throw away for no other people on the planet except for our own. That's just the reality. Yeah, that's just the reality. So yeah, he ran on up out of here. He won't come back, bring his ass back up in here. Yeah, he won't bring his ass back up in here. But anyway, family, yeah, I'm giving it up to you tonight. Brian Lorenz, let me see what he say. I'm not worried about China or Russia. The domestic white supremacists is my backyard enemy. With these Hispanics being the enemies on the next block, I don't trust. That's right. I'm worried about them all. I'm worried about them all. God damn it. Near and far. You see, because they'll play musical chairs on your ass. So, you know, what might be near or next door today, you understand what I'm saying, might not be your next door neighbor tomorrow. So, yeah, you had to, you know, you keep your eye on all of them. God damn it, don't take your eye off of none of them. Keep your eye on everybody. The all see, that's why they call it the all seeing eye. Ain't no goddamn, you know, don't just look at it and look at all of them. And goddamn it, if you can't get one, put somebody on them. You understand? You ain't got you got an army. You put some eyes on there. You got enough people to put eyes on everybody. Keep your eye on them. God damn it, was, you know, watch their movements and, you know, and keep a record. And if you see them making any unnecessary or funny moves, God damn it, send a goddamn message so that we can see what's going on. Yeah, keep your eye on everything. That's right. The all-seeing eye. You know, that's what it is. But yeah, that we good, family. You know, I appreciate you, family. It's a new world that's coming in the fold. It's gonna be some imperialistic shit going on. So I'm just, you know, and why I say that, because, you know, imperialism came to Africa, and people said that, you know, it was immoral, and it was because it was, you know, this was totally a ransacking of a continent. But, you know, we talking about in the face of other nations just as militarily, powerful, you know, that's looking to be imperialistic themselves. Yeah, now that's something different, you know, where you have to strategically, for the sake, stand, kind of thwart a possible, conquest of yourself. You know, shit, if we don't do what's necessary, shit, you know, they be looking to conquer us. And, you know, and that's just the reality of it. They be ready to goddamn conquer us. And so we have to do what the fuck is necessary to make sure that don't happen. All right. I'll be black tomorrow, family. I got one in there, but we'll come back and we'll drop that one tomorrow. And most definitely stay tuned. Keep your eyes on the world news, not just no local news. You don't need the liquor store. You don't need the liquor store news reporter. You know, so you have to look at that too. but you have to also look at all stages of reality on this planet. You see, you have to look at, you have to look at all stages of reality, all the way up to the global news and things of that nature to see, because that's going to impact you too, whether you think it will or not. You know, from the liquor store news to the global news, keep your eyes on everything. The all-seeing eye. Thank you for being here today, family. If you're here right now, I want you to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. I want you to like. Don't get off of here without liking the video. You see, I didn't get into the comments as much as I wanted to, but yeah. But at the same time, I had to stay focused when I'm on this news, so I can stay focused. You see, but most definitely we'll have, the comments. We'll have the family in there tomorrow. I'm gonna be more into asking you what you think about it. I'm most definitely gonna make sure I put a lot of comments up there to see where the minds of the peoples is at. So hit up some of them links, support the general, subscribe, get a video, a thumbs up, like it because you love it. I'll see you tomorrow. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.